Hi, this is Jake Shirley Coaching, and we have another question and answer video today. So I look around on personal finance forums and blogs, and I try to find questions that people have, and I do my best to answer them and to give the answers that I would give in order to guide them on their journey. So I found a question that I want to try answering today, and their question was, how do I have a healthier relationship with money? So this person said that they are able to pay their bills, but they still have debt, and that looking at her finances makes her anxious. And she had this idea in her mind that she was going to have never had debt in the first place, and that she would have her money invested, and that she would be happy. But she is still anxious, regardless of the progress she is making. And one of her quotes is, she said, "I just hate money, and what do I have to do to have a healthier relationship with money?" Well, I feel like there's a few things going on here, and I wish that I could have a dialogue with this person as a coach, and because I definitely have a few questions, and I would try to figure out what it is that makes her hate money. What exactly does that mean? So she had this idea in her mind of never having debt at all, and which I think is a good thing, and it's what I teach people, to be debt-free. And then the second part of this idea she had was that she wanted to have money invested, which also a good thing. But then she says, "and I would be happy." So going by that statement she made, she has associated being happy with having money. Now I believe that having money does make life easier. It makes us more comfortable and less stressed. But money was never meant to make us happy. So I wish I could talk to this person and find out what exactly she meant. So saying that she hates money could mean a few different things. It could mean that she hates it because she doesn't understand it, or it's because she's mad that it's something we can't live without. Or it could mean because she feels like she doesn't have enough and she never will. So I think that last one is the most likely. I think she feels like she doesn't have enough money and that she never will, and that's giving her this feeling of hopelessness, and that's what I'm going to address, because I feel like that's probably what she meant. And that's also coming from a place where she doesn't understand money. So that's what I'm going to try and address. So some people would say that it's a good idea to save money and try to pay off debt at the same time. I believe it's better to focus on your debt first. Get your debt paid off first and focus on that, because when you focus on something with intensity, it gets done faster. You send more energy that way. You focus on it, and you pay off your debt sooner than you think if you get really focused on it. So I recommend that people keep maybe $1,000 to $2,000 in their checking account, and that's there to catch the small emergencies that come up. You have something that comes up that's like $300 or something, you have the money in the checking account to cover it without having to reach for a credit card. So you keep about $1,000 to $2,000, and then you send everything else towards your debt. And for a short period of time, this is not permanent, but temporarily, in the short term, you work extra hours, you cut expenses where you can, and you send everything you have toward getting your debt paid off. And it's not forever. I don't tell people to do that forever. It's just a short time while you get your debt paid off. And when you focus on it like that, with that much intensity, you get it done sooner than you think. Then I would, if I could talk to this person, I would tell her that money itself is not bad or evil. It is not something to be feared or hated. Money is, the only energy money has is what we give it. So I would try to talk to her and teach her to get comfortable with the idea of money, to like and enjoy earning and working with money. So money it has no energy of its own. Its only energy is what we give it. Money itself is just an exchange for a product or service. You receive money when you give something of value to someone. That's all it is, and there's nothing evil about it. So I don't believe that people should be greedy and be in love with money. I don't think it's healthy to pile up money just to have that pile of money. I don't think that's healthy. But I also believe that it's okay to want money, because for most of us, it's not really the money that we want. We want the money so that we can do something else. So to pay off your debt, you need more money. To fund retirement, you need money. To buy a better car because the one you have is always breaking down, you need money. So it's not the money that we really want, it's what the money then affords us to get that we want. So, and yeah, some people, they might just want the money for the money's sake. But I think most of us want the money because there's really something else that we want. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I wish I could have had a conversation with this person to find out what it is that was really causing her to hate money. But money it's not hard to understand, and there are financial advisors that can help you along the way with investing and stuff like that. So, but I would try to teach her that money is not something to be hated. It's an exchange for value that you provide. That's all it is, and there's nothing wrong with wanting money for the things that it provides. So, yeah, that's what I would teach her. And if anyone else is struggling with that question, I hope that I help them a little bit. And leave a comment below or message me on my website if you have any questions or comments. And I want to talk about a couple of books real quick that I think can really help, and I know that have helped me. This is one of the copies of Think and Go Rich that I have, and there's lots of different versions of this. I think it was first published in the 1930s sometime, and it's been really popular ever since. It's the book that pretty much everyone talks about if they're into personal finance at all. This is the version that I have. It's been revised and updated for the 21st century, so it's got some newer terms and things like that. So I think I picked it up at Barnes & Noble if you wanted to look for this particular version, but it's been revised and expanded by Arthur Pell, it says there. So that's the copy that I have, Think and Grow Rich. And there's some updated stories of people that are more modern and contemporary, like instead of talking about people back in like the 20s and 30s that the original book talks about, this also has the stories of Bill Gates and Mary Kay Ash and people like that have it has their updated stories in here of more modern people, more contemporary and recent stories of people that have applied the principles in this book to grow wealth. So that's one of the books I recommend, Think and Grow Rich. Another one is You Are a Badass at Making Money. And I'm not quite sure how to say her last name. Jen, I've heard it pronounced Sincero and Sinchiro. So I'm not quite sure how to say her last name, but that's another book I really recommend. So if you came here looking for, if you were asking the question yourself, how do I have a healthier relationship with money? I hope that this video has helped you, and leave a comment, contact me, and let me know if I can help. And this has been Jake Shirley Coaching, and thank you for watching.